And good evening. What began as a cruise of a lifetime, a weeks-long luxury journey to the edge of the Southern Ocean, has instead turned into a major medical mystery and an international crisis tonight. 3 people are dead, 4 more are ill, and nearly 150 others stranded on board the ship, where they will stay potentially for months until investigators can clear them to get off.
I'm genuinely not even trying to be funny. Them people cannot get off that boat. No. I'm so sorry.
I'm not fucking with you. This is no porno. Get a fucking grip and look me in my goddamn eyes. Do not let those people off that fucking boat.
All right, everybody, I'm back. Hello. No, you missed me. Missed you too. So I was originally gonna make a video about TikTok snacks again, absurd TikTok snacks, because there was one that started trending a couple days ago and it was just out of this world fucking disgusting to me, and also just very ignorant to me, honestly.
Y'all are getting a little too comfortable posting stuff on the internet, because the fact that y'all are fucking putting cinnamon and sugar in a bag of butter, balls of butter formed into balls and eating them is fucking out of this.
But I was scrolling around and I came across an incident that gave me nostalgia in a very, very traumatizing way. And if you don't know the incident I'm talking about, let me just read it off for you. A rare Hantavirus outbreak aboard the MV Honda's cruise ship has killed 3 people and infected several others, involving the Andes strain capable of limited human-to-human transmission. And I'm gonna be straight up, bruh. The moment I heard virus, I already knew what the internet was about to do, because we've definitely been here before. And this time, it's something that's not even happening in your city. It's people stranded on a ship in the Atlantic Ocean near West Africa, dealing with what they're saying is the Hantavirus.
The ship set sail from Argentina more than 4 weeks ago, promising its 150 passengers a journey to several exotic places, culminating in Antarctica. Now, passengers are stuck on the ship. Medical investigators believe 3 passengers have died from the Hantavirus. 3 other cases are suspected.
And now this whole thing has the internet in a frenzy, panicking like this virus is at their front doorsteps. Now, me personally, I'm not panicking. Am I worried? Fuck yes. But I'm not gonna sit here and go crazy and act like the world is about to end because this information has been brought to me. This video will not be me acting like this is nothing either. Like I said, I'm definitely worried. And I'm saying that because if there's one thing that we learned from last time, things can go from somewhere far away to somewhere real close real fucking quick.
Now, beyond the Bay Area, there is international attention focused on the Hantavirus following an outbreak on a cruise ship. California, Arizona, and Georgia now among the states being monitored for potential cases of that infection. The situation raising some questions about the threat of infectious disease in a post-COVID-19 pandemic.
So let's ground this for a sec. The situation didn't start in your house. It didn't start in your city. It didn't start in your auntie's basement in the furthest back room. It didn't even start on land. It started in a ship, a vessel that had been traveling through the Atlantic Ocean, stopping at islands like St. Helena, however the fuck you pronounce these islands, and Ascension Island, before ending up near Cape Verde. That's where the illness was identified. So right now, we're talking about a contained situation. People on a ship in the ocean being monitored, maybe even on land. They're being monitored and isolated from us. That matters.
Tony, good evening to you. We have learned from local reports that late tonight, one of 2 planes evacuating sick passengers had to make an emergency landing on Grand Canary Island due to a malfunction with the patient's isolation bubble. They are waiting on replacement equipment to arrive before they can take off. Tonight, the Dutch Foreign Ministry says those 3 passengers believed to be infected with the deadly Hantavirus will receive specialized medical treatment in Europe after a high-stakes evacuation off the MV Hondius. Now a debate is raging over what to do with the nearly 150 remaining passengers, just days away from reaching the Canary Islands.
Quiero manifestar mi profundo rechazo.
Some local leaders there are rejecting the ship's arrival, adding to the concern a growing number of reported cases, 8 in total. The World Health Organization confirmed the infection of a Swiss national who left the Hondius cruise liner in late April. The UK's health agency says 2 more British passengers are self-isolating from potential exposure.
Because the way some of these people on the internet react, you'd think that this shit is in the US and it's spreading right now, spreading like fucking wildfire. But in reality, I think think it's being handled. And the reason I feel that way is because we don't even want to go through a repeat of what happened last time. And I don't even think that's a we thing. I think that's everybody, the higher ups included. The coronavirus did damage to the economy in ways that you couldn't imagine, my nigga. And your life. You've seen it in first. I don't even know I'm saying it like we didn't see this in first person, like we didn't live the shit. So I highly doubt that they would let this shit get anywhere further than where it is. Hopefully not.
And this is gonna be the harsh truth. Keep those niggas on the ship. We don't need them over here, gang.
Oh, they let the people off the boat. Y'all, they let them off the fucking boat.
Do not let them off that ship. Oh my gosh, they miss their families. I miss my family. This and that. But we don't miss you. I miss when there wasn't a new virus for me to be like constantly overthinking and shitting myself about.
Stay on that boat. Stay on that boat.
Figure out how to lead her ass out there. That's what you need to figure out. A 40% death rate? Let me help you out with that decision. Sink that bitch.
Now, the actual virus itself. Hantavirus is not a new thing. Me personally, I've never heard of it, but it is something that's been known for a while. And it's typically linked to rodents. That's the key part. Rodents. Kaisenet. When you hear that, everything gets even more suspicious. Everybody's brain goes to like, wait, rats? Rats?
What is hantavirus?
Well, hantavirus, it's named after a river in South Korea, and that word, hantavirus, really describes a sort of family of viruses. Around 20 viral species have been identified according to the World Health Organization. It's not just one infection. It's really serious, but it's also relatively rare, and it's linked to exposure to rats and mice. The risk is typically highest when someone's doing something like, for example, cleaning out a building that's had a rodent infestation. So most of the human cases are reported in rural settings, such as forests, fields or farms, where rodents are present, and that means the opportunities for exposure are greatest.
Now motherfuckers are going complete exterminator on ants. They don't care what it is. If it's crawling in the house, it's got to go. And that's fair. And that's where I'll say it straight. Never been afraid to come over here and tell the truth, my nigga. People are not overreacting by being cautious, bro. Now you talking about it's going to affect your summer like it isn't affecting millions? Okay, that's kind of selfish. Other than that, everything is valid. Because if something can spread under the right conditions, you'd rather be careful early than careless later. And after COVID, nobody wants to be the person saying, oh, it's nothing, we brush it off. No. Anything with the word virus back behind it like this, my nigga, and it's spreading and killing people, ah, shit, I damn near packed my bags and went to Canada, nigga. That wouldn't even save me.
Idiot. I'm bored. The MV Hondius. And what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home.
If y'all let these people off that boat and ruin summer for me, things will not go well.
Oh yeah, bro, have you heard about this new Hantavirus, bro? It's killed 3 people. Nah, gang, don't even worry about it, bro. They're just trying to desensitize y'all this bullshit. No, bro, this is dead ass. They just died, bro. Then 2 weeks later, everything shuts down. So when I see these people saying, don't let them off the boat, y'all better handle that before it gets here. It's for us. It's for our sake. That's not even just fear. That's memory. That's can I categorize that as PTSD? That's people remembering what happens when things aren't taken seriously. But at the same time, this is still the internet. So of course, some of it turns into content. You've got people that are genuinely worried. And then right next to that, you got memes like I was talking about earlier, people saying, don't let this ruin my summer. Respectfully, no. I even seen somebody saying you might have to just kill all of them. Chill, bro. Chill, dog. Chill.
Guess what, bitch? Hantavirus. Hantavirus. Shit is real. Shit's getting real. I'll put you on just now.
Bomb that fucking boat. Bomb the fucking boat. Because you're telling me that virus has a 40% mortality rate. And we're talking about trying to save people? I'm not trying to go through COVID again. Not trying to die, nigga. Bomb the fucking boat.
And it's funny, but it's also real. Except for that last one. Because humor is how people deal with uncertainty. The craziest part about this whole situation is how fast it scales and escalates online. Something that happens on a ship in the middle of the ocean. Are you hearing me? In the middle of the fucking ocean. And within hours, people are talking about global spread. It's viral on the internet. All of the worst case scenarios are out there. That jump from point A to point Z, it's automatic now because we've been conditioned to expect the worst. And social media feeds that. The more dramatic the take, the faster it spreads, the more it spreads.
The one that is infecting all these people is called the Andes strain, okay? So out of all of these fucking strains, the Andes strain is the one that got picked up by these people and transferred around this ship. It is a rare virus in and of itself. The Andes strain is also rare. For example, one person with the Andes strain of the Hantavirus went to a party. 35 people were infected and 11 of those people died, okay? The difference between the Hantavirus and COVID, because a lot of people were comparing the two, is the Hantavirus is not nearly as infectious as COVID, but much more deadly. That's the problem, okay? This virus is rare. There's like less than like 300,000 cases per year. And that sounds like a lot, but it's really not.
This is where you have to separate the two things. What's actually happening and what it feels like is happening. Because right now, this is a controlled situation. Medical teams are involved. The ship is isolated. All the precautions are being taken for us to be safe. But online, it feels like it's everywhere. Like we already need to go outside and walk around with a mask or something, or like we need the fucking or like we need the quarantine. The timeline moves faster than reality. Before the motherfucker got diagnosed, they were already talking about how this was gonna ruin their summer. So instead of panicking, I think what we should actually take from this is awareness. And that's really it, honestly. Understanding that the virus is linked to rodents, exposure matters, hygiene and environment matter. You just don't need to be scared of everything, but you do need to be aware of what you're interacting with. So the scare, I get it. The fear, I mean, because fear spreads faster than information in any shape, especially on the internet.
Outbreak to spread. How big of a concern is this for the global community?
The potential to spread beyond an outbreak is very small.
And the voyage to the Canary Islands is expected to take 3 to 4 days. Health officials will decide if further quarantine is necessary. And if that's the case, Tony, a WHO official says the quarantine could last for up to 2 months.
It's a long time. Tom, thank you very much.
At the end of the day, this isn't about the Hantavirus alone. It's about how fast we go from being scared to making jokes about something, to memes, to panic, to debates, to misinformation, to narratives. Then we repeat the whole cycle all over again. Somewhere in that cycle, reality gets lost. And where the fuck are we living? Like, so yeah, man, be aware, be cautious. Don't let the timeline convince you that something is happening faster or slower than it actually is. Do your own motherfucking research. And if we've learned anything, it's that overreaction spreads just as fast as anything else. And also that those motherfuckers on that damn ship need to stay as far as possible away from us. Until the next video, man, I'll see y'all then. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button. We on the road to 5,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the love I've gotten lately. I did see y'all comments, man, checking up on me, so I appreciate y'all. Much love. This is why, man, I do this. That's why I do this shit, man. Like, that shit really made me want to get up and make a damn video, man. So we back. I feel way better than I felt a couple days ago. I'm good now. Until the next video. Deuces.